Started out, they don't know what they heard. Strike a match, play it loud, giving love to the world. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, and I am coming at you today with a Veve, Omi, guess a little Definity update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome or not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. The rules are I'll be talking for like 20, 30 minutes, and then as I will answer every single comment that you guys leave. However, if you guys say I don't want to wait that long, all you have to do is just give me a quick $2 super chat and I will answer your question right away. And then you guys can move on. Anyway, that was Ellie Goulding's Let It Burn, because we are letting this Omi burn. We have some breaking news here. Let's read the actual tweet. Ecomi posts 45 minutes ago. Token update. In preparation for a new era of Omi utility, we'll be permanently removing the remaining 221 billion Omi tokens in the reserve and vault wallets. That's billion with a B, as in Bravo. This will be a multi-step process, so stay tuned for further news and updates as this is completed. $Omi, hashtag Ecomi. So what does this mean? Why are they doing this? Well, I mean, they do go through a lot of questions here. It's basically an AMA from the team. I just go on and say, ooh, everybody like that. Dorian goes and says, Ecomi Reese mentioned this years ago in an AMA. He was telling the truth. I love this guy. Ecomi responds, the feeling is mutual. Then you have, people do this. Some guy named JL says, is this the final step to detach Omi from the Veve official app? I don't know where the absurdity of that question comes from. Anyway, Ecomi says that's a no from me. And they do it via Simon Cowell saying it's a no from me. Ecomi says this permanent removing of the 221 billion tokens on the reserve wallet, is this necessary for future utility or is it for legal purposes? What's the reasons for the removal? Thanks. So Ecomi does respond, this is a really good question. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this now? Does it have something to do with Omi to NFT? Is it something to do with any lawsuit? They go in to say, with the inception of Omi to NFT, buyers' fees, the reserve and vault wallet tokens aren't needed anymore. Permanently removing them ensures that they will never be able to enter the circulating supply. This is the big Flutter thing that everyone used to rally behind. All the Flutters would be like, yeah, they're saying that they won't go into the circulating supply, but how do we know? I mean, back in the day, the original purpose of having them in the vault and reserve wallet was that it was essentially their ledger. They would say, okay, anyone because once you have a Veve wallet, once you open up a Veve account, you have your NFT wallet, you have your gem wallet, and you had your Omi wallet. Now, people didn't even know that they had an Omi wallet. It wasn't until later that people could say, oh, you could put your Omi in here. Now, what happens with that? Every time you were to buy some gems, it would go from the reserve wallet into your Omi wallet and then into the vault wallet. And then when you would spend those gems, it would go from the vault to the burn wallet. And all of that would be like, okay, well, why was that happening? Because back in the day, they were doing buybacks. And back in the day, they had planned to do buybacks. And with that is every time it would get to a certain amount, they would buy back from the circulating supply and they would refill that reserve and they would refill that vault. Again, this was the way of tracking it. But again, now they have Omi to NFT and you're going to have all of these fees on there. There's really not going to be a need for that. It's just going to burn straight from the circulating supply without the need for buybacks. So permanently removing them ensures that they'll never go in. They were never supposed to go into the circulating supply anyway. So this is just a way to make sure that, hey, there's no mistakes. I mean, I think these are a bunch of multi-sig wallets. I don't think these would any type of mistake like this would happen anyway, but this is really good. Now, these are from the reserve and the vault. Is like, well, Chavez, what happened to that 5.5 billion Omi that the business development team was going to burn from the business development wallet? That is still on the list. And they do plan to do that. Likely they would want to do this first. And again, I don't think they would do this unless Omi to NFT was happening relatively quickly. Like, I don't think Omi to NFT is going to be delayed for like a year. And then they do this right now only for us to have the Omi to NFT burns happen, at some point like next year. I think that will happen in the next couple of months. Any other reasons that they're not telling us? It could just be that, hey, we want to have everything match up and be uniform with CoinGecko or any other place that tracks it. Because right now, if you go on CoinGecko, let's go to the on Definity. Let me go to the OMI token here. Oh, that was a wicked parabola in our wicked green candle there. Anyway, what we had with this is if you take a look at it, it says, okay, there's 270 billion in the circulating supply, there's 310 total supply. And when you take a look at it, if you don't know what's happening, all you see is, okay, they have a lot of vesting to do. There's 750 billion tokens out there. All right, that's going to be major sell pressure. And everyone that looks at that just kind of assumes that, and they don't really know that this is what's happening. Like they don't know that that's in the reserve and the vault. You have to really dig deep to know what that is. So yeah, I think having everything uniform and having a bunch of these just out forever is really heckin' nice. So to open that up, that's going to be good for us as well, because investors will take a look at that and they'll be more open to OMI as well. So Brent Blackwell says, are we burning or are we just moving to the circle? Because they didn't say burn. Ecomi says, in preparation for a new era of OMI utility, they'll be permanently removing 221 billion OMI tokens to the reserve and vault wallets. I guess that could have been interpreted as, well, if we're removing it from here and we didn't say burn, I guess that means they're putting in the circulating supply. And obviously that's false. They go and clarify that here, saying these tokens will be permanently removed by sending them to the 0x0000 layer 1 ERC20 address, which is the burned wallet. Everyone's really happy about that. Like, no way, legit, what the heck? Gus says, I'm more than willing to accept them if you guys are having difficulty sending them to that address. Ecomi had a good laugh at that. Interstellar Monkey says, can we still migrate OMI tokens from GoChain? The token swap site is still supported. However, it's currently under maintenance as the team works to resolve the issues post DenCon update. Once the site is back up, we will put out an announcement. So they'll be doing that for us. T put AI in front of, I don't know what that means. Are my ERC20 still worth anything after the last switch over to Base? Kobe says you can still utilize your ERC20 layer 1 tokens on any exchange or platform that supports layer 1 OMI. So yes, for right now. Doc says make sure to retweet this. As I was saying, have a very nice day. Very nice day has come. Yeah, so this is really nice. Let's go to their actual page, see if there's any more replies here, and then we'll go over the rest of the stuff. An update. Oh shoot, what is this? Potential human says permanently removing is a unique choice of words. How is this different from being burnt? Obviously, it is no different. I wish you would just read some of the replies that came after that. Super Rush says, what will be the total supply / circulating supply of OMI after this? Ecomi responds, information will be updated and reflected on the Ecomi token tracker post removal. So they are only looking to do that on the Ecomi token tracker. I'm 99.999% sure that they will talk to CoinGecko. They will talk to everyone else, all these other major places where people go in. And they take a look at that, not just on the Ecomi token tracker. If they don't, then the community will just reach out for them. It's fine. But again, I'm certain that they will. So after this is done, and they didn't give a specific date yet, they didn't give a specific timeline. I'm imagining this will happen. I'm really hoping before Comic-Con. I really don't want Comic-Con to come and be like, hey, remember those token burns y'all promised like a month ago? Where they at? So we'll see what happens. I don't, again, because of multi-sig wallets and because of everyone being super careful about this, I can't imagine that these are going to, that this is going to take months. I can imagine like, hey, we're going to do this on this date and we're going to see how long it takes to do this process. And then, do that, each week, every day at this time, we have to do that. I don't know what the actual process is. I don't think they'll do it all in one go. They'll probably do it in shifts. But we'll see. Accept them. I think that was about it for the replies. Still utilize. Yeah, I think that was about it. All right, so let's get to some of the comments in a minute. I do want to go in and talk about Definity for a bit before I get to before I get to the VV news, because there is a bit of VV news to go over. Definity have the price is having a bit of a rough couple of days. It's down to about 3.2 cents, down about 8.8% on the day. But you have a bunch of news coming from Definity. Let's see what we got here. We have a new article from Yahoo Finance saying Definity Markets officially Bitline's transaction guarantor. What does that mean? Well, Definity Markets, which is the independent electronic price discovery and execution venue for professional digital asset traders, are now an official transaction guarantor for Bitline, the pioneering provider of the integration of digital assets for direct access to gaming and iGaming liquidity. Very interesting. This partnership marks a significant milestone as Bitline ensures the security of transactions on its platform. So obviously, they're the ones that's ensuring that security. Bitline will leverage Definity Markets' liquidity engine to monitor and act as a guarantor instrumenter for the total transaction value of Bitline's users through real-time APIs at the execution of all inbound transactions, thereby ensuring that casino venue partners have allocated transaction values guaranteed. Let me repeat that. Ensuring that casino venue partners have allocated transaction values guaranteed. Richard Jones, CEO at Bitline, underscored the importance of the partnership, stating, quote, "Our vision to reshape the gaming industry with digital asset purchases and blockchain entails seeing customer safety at the utmost priority. Our partnership with Definity Markets ensures precisely the kind of safety we provide by securing transactions so that users may complete their purchase with confidence and trust." End quote. Bitline grants cryptocurrency owners unprecedented access up to 10 million in casino venue chips 24/7, 365, serving as a conduit for liquidity on gaming floors across the world. The partnership with Definity Markets further enhances the Bitline product, ensuring secure transactions within minutes and enabling casino venues to allow patrons to leverage their digital assets to effortlessly unlock funds to play. So, for example, there's a couple casinos near me where you have had people with millions of dollars of Bitcoins like, hey, I don't want to cash this out and do whatever. Like, can I just use my Bitcoin to buy these players' chips? And the casino has to say no because there's no way to, one, legally do that. And there's no way to go in and ensure, like, there's no one able to do that. This is the first time in existence in the entire world that this is happening. And Definity is the one to make it happen. Now, in this article, again, it doesn't exactly say where, but I'm assuming in the US, because, talking about Bitline, Bitline's the only industry provider for casino chip access directly from cryptocurrency and digital asset holdings in the physical casino environment. Bitline facilitates direct access to cryptocurrency and digital asset liquidity for digital asset owners in just minutes without creating taxable events. That is hecking major. Bitline's payments platform can be used in casinos around the world. Now, about Definity Markets, the institutional standard in digital assets trading and fiat rails. Definity is built on institutional grade technology, offering unprecedented digital assets market access to globally leading financial institutions seeking to diversify their portfolio. Definity management team has applied decades of knowledge of traditional finance markets to create the Definity ECN with direct market access. Platform participants can transact fiat, foreign exchange trades with digital assets component completed on the Definity ECN. ECN is custody agnostic and provides fixed API access, standardized rulebook powered by an embedded AML and KYC framework. They aggregate quotes from market makers on which qualified clients can transact digital assets, offering access to liquidity across all major assets, including stablecoins. Definity ECN support fiat currencies, including GBP, the Euro, USD, crosses supported by integrated fiat on and off-ramp gateway. So this is why they are my second biggest position. I love them so much. Shout out to the 400 people that are here. Let us get this bread. Let's go over some Veve news, shall we? Let's go over some of that, which I haven't been able to do a ton of just because I've been pretty busy. But let's go since Sunday. Solid Intel saying Intel friend tech creators walked away with 44 million as a protocol shut down. Eddie Brown requotes this saying, "I hate seeing this, but I'm thankful that Ecomi has been building since 2018 and still going strong. Please, can one fun crypto project last?" Again, This is why it's super important when people bet on the horse or bet on the jockey. Yeah, I get it. You have to have a really good product, but you also have to have a really insanely awesome CEO. You have to have insane founders that are willing to, that have to be a little crazy to go and do what David's done, to do what he's doing while taking no salary. Again, you have to be a little insane. Anyway, there is no there seems to be, on the web app, there seems to be no Secret Rare Jungle Action number 6 for sale, but on the phone app, there's 2 comics for sale. That has to be a little bit of a glitch. So again, if you are ever unsure about something, double check it on the phone app. That's just the best way to see if anything is actually for sale or not. DV Digital Collectibles posted about Ron English saying that the Rabbits are back with a record season 3 titled Ascension. Bo Leaf the Sheep, highest priest of Delusionville, preaches the devout Delusionville. Anyway, it's about a new record that they're doing. Mr. MC1 requotes this saying, one of the coolest things on Veve is the digital jukebox and the Ron English Delusionville records. It's amazing to place the records near the jukebox in the vault and have them play music. This is innovative and a model for all music to follow. He adds Veve, Marvel, Disney, all that jazz. I would do that as well. Remember I was talking about Anchor years ago? And I consistently talk about Flow. Well, the Flow is on. Anchor Staking says we are proud to introduce Anchor Flow, our liquid staking token for the Flow network. Thought that was pretty cool. I haven't checked on Anchor in a while. I think one of my clients has some. I don't. This was something that I had talked about for a while, but I think they're still at 2.5 cents. So they ain't doing so hot. This was at, yeah, it was at a bit a while ago. Anyway, moving on here. Oh, nope, can't go over that. Looking for, sorry, I get a lot of memes in here with this as well. Local good boy saves world. I imagine this will be my thumbnail if Veve ever announces Nintendo. If they ever announce Nintendo, it'll be like Nintendo has come to save our bags, and it'll just be this local good boy known as Kirby saving the world, saving our bags. Shout out to Reese, the Ecomi team, Puddin' Cheeks, Foster, Dr. Profit. We're all saving our bags on this Omi stuff. So I talked about this, I think, yesterday with Dr. Prof, not Dr. Profit, with Crypto Rain and Dr. Stuff. Fantastic Four, number 48, Bounty Raise. Comics and Crypto are offering $2,000 for mint number 1966 of Fantastic Four. This is the first appearance of Galactus. Be advised, there's still like 6,000 of these comics left to be minted. It hasn't been minted yet. You would have to put in, because this is $20 a comic, you'd have to put in $120,000 just to be able to mint this for $2,000. Definitely not worth it yet. But everyone does like to gamble every now and then. Shout out to 500 people that are here. Yeah, I guess we'll go over this a little bit. Bill Ackman goes off and states, among the fundamental questions for America in this election are, do we want to live in a country governed like California or Florida? We want every city in America to be governed like San Francisco or Miami. San Francisco's homeless population, crime, empty offices, retail, downtown, budget shortfalls, anti-business climate, migrant policies, and failing schools are what you want for your family. Vote Kamala Harris. This comes off the heels off of the debate. The debate did not mention cryptocurrency, which I thought was a little concerning. I get it. There's other bigger things at play. Migrant crisis, American cities being taken over by migrants. I get that. War, Ukraine, all of that is bigger than crypto. But come on, damn it, save my bags. In my opinion, I think that Trump will be better for crypto. I don't think it really matters. I'm not going to say it doesn't matter who gets elected. I think crypto will take off regardless of who gets elected, and we will still have this bull run. But Trump gets elected, that bull run going wild. Absolutely bananas. Remember a few days ago when people were going crazy because 3 billion Omi had left circulation? So be advised that was just some old Omi that was never supposed to be in circulating supply anyway. But I think the team saw, hey, people are going crazy for this 3 billion Omi that was supposed to leave anyway. Like, we had known about this for years. And so I think that's why they decided to go in and kind of announce this today as well. And again, is it more fun to hear it from the team, or is it more fun to like a video game to be able to go in and find these secrets? I think it's more fun when the community finds it, but don't get me wrong, it's it makes for great headlines when the team does it as well. So this is really fun. Non-cellular tokens are found in the chart. Yep. Okay. Wow. This is from the Immutable Expert. All right. Moving on here. Kia is targeting Tesla owners with a new Conquest cash incentive, offering them up to $1,500 to switch from their Tesla to a new Kia electric vehicle. That's literally like some of these digital collectibles companies trying to take shots at Veve, being like, "Oh, hey, we're doing this. Oh, hey, we're trying to be interoperable." And where are a lot of these players now? They're done. they're heckin' done. Veve seems to be obviously not just number one. I've told y'all they've won this decade. They've been number one by a long shot. Nobody believed me, and now look where everyone else is. Let's move on here. Can't go over that. There's this. All of the. I'm not gonna go over that either. We have someone named Tony Kiopasuth saying still buying. He has 425 of all those cases, known as Tunoi. Yeah, so he's that's his actual name over on the Veve app there. And I'm not 100% sure why, but having 425 of these at like $5 a pop, a little over 2K, 21.25, I think that's worth. Everyone's going to stack what they're going to stack, and he's stacking that. We have, moving on here, sent you a chat, requesting convo. Oh, can't go over that either. 5 Miles hoodies were bought. The floor was at 275, and that was bought 2 days ago. So 5 Miles hoodies were. So again, people are. I get it. Some people's vaults go down, and certain prices go down, but people still buy this stuff all the time. A bunch of Supermen were bought the other day. Again, 5 Miles hoodies were bought. I just don't see. I just don't see a lot of the concerns that people have where they're like, oh, is Veve making any money anymore? Secondary market is still active AF. Poor Dave Grohl. Everyone found out about his second family, and all the memes are straight fire. Just absolute straight fire. Giveaways, sweepstakes winners. Please give a round of applause for this week's weekly sweepstakes winners from the Veve official Discord. That was Blackie D. Chan, Ask Slokir, and Kyo Shinobi won this week's Discord giveaways. Wes, who has he's the number one holder of Hulk 181, first appearance Wolverine, with a current stack of 120 editions. Wes went absolutely bangers with this, just gangster. Going super hard. Shout out to him for that. Every now and then I get a reply on the Pokemon TCG. The Pokemon TCG live, I should say, TCG's Pocket, their digital things that's coming out next month in October, is saying like, oh, this is just like, this is basically an NFT, and NFTs are like, a fad, and they're trash, Now I understand NFTs go over a lot of people's heads. They don't know what that means. They just hear NFT and they just think scam, because like when CNN rugs a project, when they rug a project, okay, yeah, I get it. At first glance, NFTs look like a bunch of scams because there are a bunch of scams out there. But let's just Google something real quick. Let me get to this over here. Let me see the exact thing that we're supposed to Google, and I will Google it for you. I don't even need to show you. I could just show you the actual Google. If I could find it, maybe I'm tripping. Manipulation, MetaMask, having a blast. Yeah, I'm having a blast too. I feel like normal people don't know that museums and governments are buying NFTs for their private collectors. Large auction houses are still buying and selling them all the time. The general public has no idea how big money moves when retail loses interest. If you Google national museums buying NFTs, the first thing that comes up saying in the past year, the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, the Pompidou Center, and the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art have acquired NFTs. October of last year, the Museum of Modern Art in New York, or known as MoMA, perhaps the most important contemporary art institution, accepted the donation of 2 NFT-based works. So again, I say NFTs are the future, and people that do not get that are commenting on the Pokemon TCG Pocket Live Instagram video that they had and say like, "Oh, these are just NFTs. They're gonna fail. Pokemon's gonna like." You kidding me? Anyway, Pokemon has not said that they are NFTs, but it looks like it might be that. Looks like they'll have that. Ever discarded the token down, still on the list. Kerosene behind the burning. Curious. All right, so somebody asked what the process behind burning, how fast can it be done, or what steps are needed. Could be a cool thing for sentiment, and from the people's noobish understanding, isn't too hard to send tokens to the burn wallet. Basically, the out of circulating supply burn in a manual process with the roll up is really not needed anymore now that we don't even use those tokens. The system does still function in the back end and requires upkeep from time to time. It is more complicated than a lot would think, as they come from multi-sig wallets and have to be manually bridged across chains. The burn from the circulating supply via Stacker will be facilitated via smart contract on layer 1. More info will be released as well once that beta is completed. Moving on here. September 10th, US spot Bitcoin ETF saw 117 million in net inflows. I thought that was really interesting because crypto got punished like last week, or really the last several weeks, going down from 70,000 down to like 54,000. Was up to like 58. Let's see what it is right now. I haven't really checked crypto at large for a while, but let's take a look at what this is doing here. Yeah, 58.1, pretty flat over on the day. Everything's pretty flat on the day. Let's see what flow's at, because I really like looking at flow in the top 100. Flat, down to 55 cents. I should probably get more of that. eToro reached a settlement with the SEC. Will cease trading activity in nearly all crypto assets. Rip and pasta. Intellectual stuff as a kid. All right, so with Fantastic Four number one, CGC 9.6, which is the highest graded copy, has sold for $2 million. This is now the highest sale of a Fantastic Four number one comic ever, being the previous record of 1.5 million. Ooh, 666 people here. Shout out to the nope, not saying that. This increased by 33% since the last sale. Again, this is the record sale. This is from Heritage Auctions. And again, this is at $2.04 million. $2,040,000. Heckin' bananas. With you to the end. Are you excited for Venom: The Last Dance? I'm not 100% sure why Veve is going and posting about this, unless we might have something to do with that. I mean, we already have the Venom NFT, so that's really cool. Could we get something else? I mean, we do have a pick of Null. Null is the first appearance of that is available on Veve. So maybe they just say, because they have some of the main characters over on the Veve app, that's what they're doing. They did mention something. Somebody said, nah, right now I'm excited for the Balrog over on Lord of the Rings for Amazon Prime. Veve says next week's episode is going to be a good one. We hope. Noldor Live asked, will we get any drop from the Tolkien world? They haven't said yes or no at this point. So, maybe one day. We'll hope. Nancy Pelosi buying the dip in San Francisco. Nancy Pelosi just bought into an LLC that buys commercial office property in San Francisco. Nancy Pelosi is almost never wrong. So something to be aware of. And then we have somebody, I don't know who, that just bought a amazing fantasy number 15 for 4,500 doll hairs. They are going and getting that bread. It's been about almost 30 minutes. Let's take a look at happy Friday the 13th, everybody. And let's go to the comments here, shall we? Wes says, let's freaking go. Absolutely massive for Omi. Absolutely. Wes, thank you for being a member. This is a good day. Vladimir Kolombet saying, I'm in Italy on vacation and saw this on Twitter today. Let's get this bread. I love this game. Omar Casado says, good morning, Randy. Oh, good morning, Omar. I hope you're doing well, senor. Fun under the sun saying, good morning, Randy. Cheers, mate. This is a good day for celebration. Celebrate good times. Meow, meow. Connor giving me that hand. What's up, Connor? Waves to you back. Eddie Brown says, let's go, Randy. Let's go, Eddie Brown. Mr. EB, a little emoji over there. Abe says, first one here. Let's go. All the voters are eating their words. Very happy you corrected that. They are eating their words. Yeah, this is a good time. Who is this? Oh, it's spooky season. Spooky season be coming. I love this game. Oh, Millie Tees, what's going on? Says, morning, everyone. Happy Hecate Friday. It is Happy Hecate Friday. It's a good F-bomb Friday, everyone. Don't comment the F-bomb. But I mean, you have, I think, the 17th. You have in like 1, 2, 3, 4 days. You have the Fed meeting, and at that Fed meeting, they are going to announce what type of rate cut we're going to have. Excuse me, hiccups. Now, most likely, we're just going to have some like 25 basis points. Um, but the rate cuts are incoming, and hopefully, top tier exchange once Stacker launches. I think a lot of these different things, and that's another thing. It could be possible that I didn't even think about this. I'm talking about the Ecomi team wanting uniformity around what the actual circulating supply is on the OMI token tracker and what the circulating supply is shown over on CoinGecko. Because again, if you go to CoinGecko right now, for the several hundred people that weren't here before, if you take a look at OMI on the CoinGecko, it says that the max supply is 750 billion, and obviously that's not true because the max supply on that is looking at the reserve wallet and the vault. So once we get the total supply down to matching the max supply, that's going to look really good. And as we do that, that could be one of the qualifications to get on an exchange. Now, that hasn't been something on all these small exchanges that they've needed, but again, just my mind. Again, maybe I'm trying to connect dots that aren't there, but I feel like once we get that done, once Stacker officially launches, and again, when are they going to launch that Omega NFT out of beta? I don't know. Let's say Thanksgiving, because there's going to be a couple things that happen around Thanksgiving, not necessarily with Veve and Omi, but other places as well. Can't talk about that yet, but I will one day. Daily Veve, what's going on, Randy? Glad I bought more Omi this morning. Happy heckin' Friday. Happy Friday. A little bit more volume. We had like 170,000 in volume yesterday, 223,000 in volume right now. So that is a little bit more, but again, really not a ton. I think people just have to learn this news. This news was just dropped like an hour ago. So. Matt Johnson says, Randy, my guy, let's get this bread. Thank you so much for being a member, Matt Johnson. Preach to the 700 people that are here. Daily Veve, again, shout out to you on X. I like your profile picture over there. Energy, giving me that peace sign. What's going on? Dance Buddha Panda says, you looking great, bro. Oh, you too, Dance Buddha Panda. I see your videos. I see them on X. I always give them a like. Dance Buddha Panda. I don't. Is your status? All right, let's go to your status, Dance Buddha Panda. I can't. But let's go, Dance Buddha Panda. We follow each other because we do. 17 minutes ago, Dance Buddha Panda says, Dear Veve fan, in the coming days, any new tech breakthroughs and innovations are great news for Veve Official. People don't get what's happening right now. So as Dance Buddha Panda, I'm teaming up with AI to publish a comic book about humanity's future, Veve collectibles, war, history, wealth, and investment. This is a publication recording series. I'll upload it irregularly every week, documenting my co-creation process with AI. Coincidentally, just today, when I told my friends in the Veve community about OpenAI released their new AI model O1 preview. Today is my first day co-creating a comic with AI. I haven't thought of a name for a comic yet, but I can assure you it's in American style, it's innovative, it's got all the future details people in this field need to know. Today, I'm sharing with you new knowledge I learned from AI 01, technology adoption lifecycle. How long is it? All right, Dance Buddha Panda, I can't read all of this, but long story short, he's got something going on. I'm going to give that a like, and he references a lot of stuff. Anyway, shout out to Dance Buddha Panda for being a awesome person, great part of the community. We love him. Wes says, owe me to 10 cents in 2025 if Trump is elected, and I maybe. Everyone also smash that like button right there. It's a really cool free way to help support the channel. You know, the non-free ways, Patreon special, super thanks button down below, super chats as well. Ace Rig moves it. Oh, me burnt. Good evening, Ray. Good evening, Ace Rig Move. Shout out to you for all the stuff that you do all the time. A lot of deals that be happening with you in there. You know what I'm talking about. Like the video. Yes. Good evening. And like that video. Planet Vampires. When animated first appearance, Trump saving cats battle statue. Oh, I need to take a picture of that because, yeah, that's And with the 706 people that are here, that was very nice. Yeah, when first appearance Trump saving cats? I don't know. But I would buy that. I would buy an army of that because obviously I like cats, I like kitties, I like everything. Aaron says, "What do you think this does to the OMI price? Currently, it's done nothing, but in the future, this is more of a future move. This in general, all right. So picture like working out, right? Okay, obviously, one of the best things to do to supplement your working out is diet, eating the right amount of foods, getting the right amount of nutrition. But what happens after you eat well and take your protein? Okay, well, BCAAs, that helps a little bit. Recovery, sleep, that helps a little bit. The fish oil, you have what's the thing that people they put like water in their muscles? I forget what it's called, but it's like every little thing helps. Hyperbaric oxygen chamber, that helps a little bit. Every one of these things is not going to get you these super massive gains, but they all help a little bit, whether it's with recovery, muscle building, whatever. Maybe men over 40 they take testosterone. But again, everything helps a little bit. So what does this in particular do to the OMI price? Maybe not a ton, but once this is fixed on the OMI tracker and on CoinGecko, and people see that, oh, there's not 750 billion in tokens. Actually, there's actually a lot less tokens, and there's no vesting. Like everything that's in the circulating supply right now, that's all there's ever going to be in the circulating supply. And once that's easier to understand without having to dig into the company, then that'll help people buy. But again, that's going to be over the course of the next 18 months. Right now, I mean, you've had a couple of green candles here, but then they sell right back down. So who knows? So are they burning? They are 100% burning. Love this stuff. UD Snake Eyes says, do you think they're going to do any airdrop for red metallic? Probably not. Probably not. Man, I went hard on that one. Was hoping for a red Marvel logo. That'd be really cool if they did, but I don't believe they are going to do that. But who knows? Sean Grasmus says, "Good morning, bro." Yeah, what's going on, Sean? How's it going, fam? Dark Matter Dance is moving to Puerto Rico next year. Much love to the OMI community. Yeah, same. Reason being for that is just because it's a lot cheaper for taxes. And if I'm going to cash out all these crypto gains, it's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper if I cash out as a resident of Puerto Rico, as opposed to being a resident of the U.S. Now, obviously, I'll still keep U.S. citizenship because America's the best. But yeah, Puerto Rico has much greater tax laws as far as crypto is concerned. I think it's like 4%, as opposed like in the U.S. it's ridiculous. And this is what happens when you have certain people in office and they want to raise taxes on everything. Like you lose business, you lose business owners. Abe says, dude, definitely just keeps impressing me. Or Definity just keeps impressing me. Bitline is huge. Volume month over month is massive, according to the last tweets. It has. And nobody's talking about the anomaly detector. 50x plus. Yeah. Definity. What's the market cap on Definity right now? Let's take a look at it. And again, like all of these things are not priced in. Like nobody sees it. Definity has a $5.5 million market cap. 100x from here, and you're like barely over $500 million. Yeah, this is stupid. This is stupid. Uncle Dudes has pulled a Fantastic Four number 48 secret rare on the market. Try. Oh, that's epic. How much are those? Those got to be like several $100s, right? Let's take a look at that. Let's go to the market, and I guess if we just type in number 48, it should come up. Yeah, Fantastic Four number 48. There's nice. What is going to be like $400? $444. So you could probably post this for like 350, and that would sell, I think, pretty quickly. That's pretty legit. Speaking of comics, let's take a look at that Alien vs Avengers comics, and let's see what they have going on here. The floor on the common is $10, which is me. I'm the floor. Once you buy me, then it goes up to $11. The floor on the uncommon, I think, is also me at $7. Not too big of a difference. Goes to $7.44 once you buy that one. The floor on the rare, I don't sell the rares, ultra rares, or secret rares. The floor on the rares is $9. 2 sales, and then it goes to 12, so that's interesting. The ultra rares, there's been like no activity for the ultra rares. It's 23.50. It's been that way for several days. But the secret rares, though, there has been a lot of activity on that. The most recent buy, I think, was $2.99. Now the next one up is $333. That's the floor right there. And then it goes to $399, $420. So it's if it was like 333 and then the next one was like 550, I was like, oh, probably a good idea to buy that. But it just jumps to 399 and then 425. So and I think this Rolly goal might sell it for less eventually anyway. So I don't know if I'd really buy that right now. Mine got, I think there were 2 sales at 250. There was one at 299, and that was the last one. But again, I've been going really hard on these. I have 5 of those secret rares. I have, I think, the second most of that particular comic. Anyway, let's move on. Secret rare, yeah. Smiles for Miles says, hey guys, holding 50 million OMI for the last 2 years. I'm a ride or die on this one. Only crypto I have anymore. I mean, I think it's nice to get other cryptos as well. Like I said, Definity is one of my biggest bags. I have a lot of flow, but obviously biggest a lot is OMI. I have 190 something million of OMI. Hopefully I'll get more as the months and years go on. Tony says, hey Randy, what's your OMI price prediction for the end of 2025? The blow off top, I don't know, 7 to 9 cents. 10 cents is that big barrier, but that I'd say most likely, 7 to 9, 6 to 8, 6 to 9. I'm comment nice down below the 69. But we don't know. We could be surprised. It could be, Kamala wins and we could have very underwhelming stuff and it gets to, like 4 cents. Or we could have Trump win. We could have an insane blow off top where everything hits correctly. And OMI should not go to 20 cents. OMI should not go to that. I mean, even at 10 cents, $30 billion market cap, that's a lot. But 60 billion, hell of a lot. 90 billion, like this is too much. And OMI should I would say it should never do that, but it should never do that next year. But there is a much greater than 0% chance that it does. That I don't know, 5, 10%. Where again, most likely that doesn't happen because it shouldn't happen. But crypto doesn't go to where it should. Like right now, it's super undervalued. And I think it'll go to a place where it will become overvalued. But again, that's just my opinion. Not financial advice. We'll see. Abe says, sad for the people who liquidated their OMI for memes. OMI continues to deliver. Great job, OMI team. Yeah, they are. I mean, a lot of people just don't see the future and they can't hodl. And again, Rain tells that story where, he put in, I don't know what, like 150 grand in Axie Infinity, and then it went down to like 30,000. And then it went up to like an insane amount, did like 100x from there, or like a 3,000x from there. But I think he sold most of it at like 100x from there. I mean, if you put in 150,000 and it goes down to 30,000, most people would be like, oh, and they sell. But Rain held, and then it went, he sold a lot at like 100x from there. So does it suck short term? Sure. But again, there's very few people that hold. A lot of people get liquidated. A lot of people, they set up these buy and sell orders, they get whipped out, and it's easy for me. It's easier to hold because I know where this company's going, but other people don't. UD Snake Eyes says, do you think they're going to do any airdrop for Red Metallic? Nah, unfortunately, I don't think they will. But I mean, they likely won't. But who knows? Mr. Planet Profit says, oh, nice, mate, nice, Mr. Planet Profit. Shout out to the 753 people that are here. UT Snake Eyes says, memes are actually doing great, so I wouldn't downplay it. There's a small minority of meme coins that have been doing great, but most meme coins are trash. Most meme coins go to zero. Most meme coins are rug pulls. Most meme coins you will lose money on. But again, that is most. There are the outliers and there are the exceptions where people do like, I don't know, they get like a 20x overnight. There are those exceptions where like, yeah, you know what, I'll take this. Let's say like the cat has like a $900,000 market cap, and that can go to several million or tens of millions. Anything can happen. with meme coins, but most of the time on meme coins, you will lose your money. The odds of picking the right one, it just most of the time does not happen. The odds of picking the wrong one are very great, but again, for me, it's not worth it. But you have people that become millionaires off of meme coins. So, again, be advised that the people that make it and make money on meme coins, that is the exception, and that is not the rule. And a lot of people, especially men, will be like, "Oh, well, I can pick it. I'm good like that. I can do my research." And okay, most people don't. It's like people like saying like, "Oh, you know what? This guy is trash at this sport. I could do better at this sport." And you ever see the pros versus Joes? They get wrecked. Um, like they just do. I see it. I used to see it constantly in boxing and be like, "Oh, this guy sucks." It's like, okay, you go fight him. You go fight him because I fought this dude. All right, like you go fight him. But again, that's just my opinions on these. Veve Zombie says, "Yo, what up, Zombie? How's it going, fam? Love you, Zombie. Zombie, Zombie." Hey, Wes says, MC tweeted that there will be something for full set holders of the red metallics. Did he now? In which case, then got to listen to MC. He is the Veve community manager. He will go in and, hey, Sarah. Yeah, very interesting. Meow, meow, meow. Sorry. Oh, wow. There's a lot of notifications that I ain't going to get to, but I will maybe later in the day. John says, it's Friday the 13th. Let's go. I love Friday the 13th. For many reasons. One, because Jason, horror movies. I love that. I love Halloween. I love spooky season. But also back in the day, like there's lore about it. There's like, oh, step on a crack and break your mother's back, says Gerald from Hey Arnold. And the lady that sells potions says, I love Friday the 13th. It's such a good time. Smiles for Miles says, I haven't been following any crypto news, but is Omi getting into Binance still a possibility next year? Sure. I mean, Binance has been riddled with those SEC investigations, and I don't think you really want to. And again, Binance US has like a very small amount of volume. Binance is not that behemoth that it used to be. And again, even if it gets on Binance, like the European version, I think Binance is able to function now in Kazakhstan, but we already have enough places for people in Europe to get Omi. It'd be better on US exchanges. I don't know how. I don't know. Like, again, regulatory water is fairly unclear, but I think once we have this type of utility for the Omi to NFT on a third party, we should be good, but who knows, man? Who knows? Saturday says, hey, Randy, quick question regarding your PR move. Doesn't the IRS track your crypto based on where you bought most of it? In your case, since it was mostly bought while you were in New York. Yeah, but you just sell it and then rebuy it back. Like, that's it. You just sell it, buy back, and that's it. So that's a pretty simple thing. If you go on and you say, if you hold it and you don't do that, then it's like, but if you sell it and buy it back while you're there, it's fine. Pretty easy to do. Armada Dan says, can't wait to see you there, bro. We'll have to go surfing. I'm not a strong swimmer, so I won't do that, but I will run on the beach with you. I will work out. We will do lots of workout. We'll do all that jazz. Let me start in New York City taxes when they audit you. I'm curious. Well, one, they don't audit just anyone. But again, they have to, you have to do some pretty shady things for them to audit you. But again, all you have to do is just sell everything that you had while you're in the new location and then rebuy it back. Again, pretty simple. Ace Rig Move says, dollar owe me soon. One day. It was after I come back from Hong Kong, I will buy Omi with my remaining Hong Kong dollars. Oh, my man is getting that bread. I can love that. Let's go on. Yeah, let's get. Love this game. Okay. Sean Gravis says, I just overheard something recently that Pride might have another piece coming to the app. I could be totally wrong. Just overheard it. If you did, it's beyond me. I don't know. So we very well could, but again, I'm not sure. Smiles from Miles says, okay, thanks, man. No problem, man. Meow, meow, meow. I appreciate your insights. Meow, meow, meow. Can't wait to hang out during New York Comic Con at the Gold Logo Party. Let Let's go. I don't know what day that's going to be. It's going to be next month, either the 17th or the 18th. Sanjay's party. Yeah, again, it's going to be one of those days, that Thursday or Friday. The Veve party will be that Thursday or Friday. So we're not sure, but yeah, got to get that bread. Butters. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for me. There's a lot of stuff going on today. I'll be live later with the Definity team and Crypto Rain. I got to save my voice. Doing a little traveling today as well. Comment, like, and subscribe. Comments good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you guys. Bye. Yeah.